Okay, greetings, my friends. Happy Saturday. Thanks for stopping by. So, I'm over here at the crazy cul-de-sac, house sitting for a couple of days, and I'm cooking up some veggies. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to boil these first. I got asparagus, Brussels sprouts, carrots, broccoli, got a few tomatoes ready to go at the end, and I think I'm going to boil these, get them a little softer, and then we're going to do a stir fry in some raspberry vinaigrette. Man, oh man, check out this kitchen they got remodeled. Is this pretty or what? It's like a kitchen, like a restaurant kitchen stove. It's incredible. This is the kitchen that the tree fell through during that storm last year about this time. And it took them half a year to get this whole thing remodeled. So I've got me a nice tasty cold Miller Lite over here to sip on while we're getting this meal prepared. So I've only done this one other time, and I think these need to boil down for about 15 minutes just to soften up the Brussels sprouts and the carrots. And then we'll empty the water out and we'll sear it a little bit in that raspberry vinaigrette. Should be tasty. Let's see how it turns out. So while we're waiting, let me tell you about how awesome my friends are here that I house sit for. So, they texted me and told me what days they'd be gone, and they also said, we just bought a lot of veggies from the farmer's market, so you need to eat them up before they go bad. I get here and I have a huge supply of Brussels sprouts, asparagus, carrots, broccoli, and these little cherry tomatoes. And of course, I'm not going to cook these. I'm going to put them on top when I get through. I've had this dish before, but it didn't have the tomatoes. So I think the nice cold tomatoes on top of the cooked veggies, we'll see what it does. But I think it'll give it a nice flair. But isn't that awesome of these people? I mean, they're just wonderful people. And I've tried to talk them into getting a van, and they would be one of these couples that would get like 1 million views per video because they're young and smart and good looking and just the kind of people you like to be around. So they love to travel, but they have a place in Florida and other rentals that they go to. They travel every couple of months for a few weeks at a time. I wish I could talk them into starting van life and get them a nice Class B RV or something like that. But they would rule the van life channels for a while. All right, this is going to cook for a few more minutes, and I'll show you the finished product. I got ahead of myself, so I've transferred the dish over into another pan. We're going to add a little olive oil. And we'll put this back in here and sear it. Got to keep the asparagus on top. Okay. Oh, I put a little too much oil. It's olive oil though. It's good for you. That's sear. And now I need to put a little raspberry vinaigrette in there and sear that down too. Okay, sear a little of that, especially on the Brussels sprouts. And have a drink of beer. Tasty. And we'll put that on medium heat. All right, and we are rounding third base, headed for home. Alright, so here's the trick. I have cut the Brussels sprouts in half before I boil them. So I put the flat side down because I want the inside of the Brussels sprout seared. And with this sweetness of the raspberry vinaigrette, it will caramelize it a bit. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so let me turn this side over and I'll show you what I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to turn it over and show you the flat side. See, I've cut it in half, and I want this white side to be charred a little bit. A little caramelization going on that. Might have to add a little more raspberry vinaigrette because it does cook down so quickly. Still white. Okay. I haven't put a timer on any of this. I'm just guessing. A little too much heat here. Okay, so this time we'll come back and show you the finished product. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. See that purplish hue on the inside of the Brussels sprout? See, there's the outside here. Nice dark green. And the inside has that char with a purple colored hue to it right there. That's where the vinaigrette was seared into it. And it's just the way I like it. Not too soft. I did overdo the broccoli and the asparagus is a little too soft, but not bad for just trying to figure this out, you know. Alright, let's add a few cold crisp tomatoes around the edges and we'll wrap it up. Now that is a nice looking dish of food right there. Alright, thanks for stopping by and bon appetit.